Alright, so this trip started as a bit of an ambitious idea. Driving from Pretoria to QwaQwa for the Tugela Falls hike with an overnight camp. Now, I'll be honest, I'm still pretty new to hiking and even newer to camping. So this wasn't just a hike. This was me figuring things out in real time. The drive itself, not short. Heading out from Pretoria, taking the N3. It's a straightforward route, but not necessarily an easy one. You've got long stretches of road, constant traffic, and trucks, a lot of trucks. They really set the pace. You're either behind them or carefully planning your way past them. And it looks smooth on camera, but in real time, it's a lot of start-stop rhythm, lane changes, and staying fully switched on the whole way. So yeah, not exactly a relaxed cruise. So one of the things I picked up on this hike, or at least on the way to this hike, I was actually having a great time at the start, especially getting to test out my friend's X3. I was feeling very capable, very in control. I got a little bit of main character energy, but yeah, that didn't last long. The fatigue hit me out of nowhere. 1 minute I'm cruising, next minute I'm negotiating with my own focus, and it was rough. That moment where you realize, yeah, I'm not as sharp as I think I am. Yeah, that was me. So I did the responsible thing, handed the reins back to the owner, and the funny part, we had less than an hour left, less than an hour left. So technically I experienced the X3, I just didn't complete the experience. But in all seriousness, it wasn't really about testing the car, and I made the right decision. Because starting a hike already tired, it's not ideal, really not ideal. And then we come to the planning, If anything, this drive taught me something important. For trips like this, the journey there is part of the challenge. It was a 4-hour drive from Pretoria, and we still had a hike in the morning. So yeah, it was really a challenge. And looking back, an overnight stop along the way probably would have been the smarter move, just to break it up, reset, and arrive refreshed. Because fatigue doesn't just disappear, you carry it with you. And I definitely felt that going up that mountain. Outside of the planning, the other part, very important aspect, is the packing. Now, packing for this trip was honestly a bit of a guessing game. It was my first technical camp, first technical hike as well. I was working with the 50 plus 10 bag, which sounds like a lot until you realize you're carrying everything on your back. And as someone still new to this, I didn't really know what packed right looks like, so I overcompensated. I packed for comfort, extra clothes, more food than I probably needed, just to avoid being caught off guard. But the trade-off is weight, that's for sure. And that's something you really understand once the bag is on your back, not when you're laying open on your bed. So looking back, I think packing is less about having everything and more about trusting what you actually need. That's something I'm definitely still learning.
Plan the drive better, respect the energy it takes to get there. But this was just getting there, and already there were lessons. So next up, the actual hike to Tugela Falls and the overnight camp. That's where things really start getting interesting.